Yo, yo, yo. Anyways, just I just recorded 2 videos in a row. This is my third video, but if you're watching this independently, this is the first video. Um, but in real time, this is my third video, and I just recorded it after 2 other ones. Anyways, yo, all is well. Like, there's like a motivational thing. It's just like you have to make every day like the best day ever, even if it's not, even if it's like garbage or poopy or like shitty. Yeah, it's like it's a concentrated effort and a mentality and a focus to really be like, I'm gonna maximize every day, even though like today was shit, it was awful. I'm gonna vent it out to my close like loved ones and friends and stuff like that. There's still that mentality and that approach and that will and that want to be like, yo, I'm gonna just take the best, literally extrapolate the best out of today and just keep moving forward, because like if you focus on every pitfall, you're not gonna have a good run of life. And also, like, there's a point where you're gonna start to self-sabotage yourself and dig a deeper and deeper hole, and it's gonna be difficult to get out of that. And life, although it is long, it is short, and we need to cherish it and appreciate it. And that's some motivation before I review my movie. Anyways, it's your boy Tazai. It's Whistly. I'm reviewing I Want to Live 1958 or 1959. I think it's not. I Want to Live 1958. It was a comedy, drama. I thought it was a really highbrow comedy that was also a drama based on a true story. It was the main directed by Susan Hayward, who plays Barbara Gordon. We have Evan Lee Scott as a personal effects clerk, and there was a freaking romance. There was a lesbian hotness that you could freaking feel in this movie. It was palpable, that chemistry between Suzanne Hayward and Evan Lee Scott. I feel like they should have focused on that more, because this is like a pitfall in this movie is just like it's slow. Like there's a lot of like, again, I'm watching this movie while I'm watching something else, which, like, especially my black and white movies, I love doing that. Well, I'm normally watching some educational YouTube video about like drawing or comic books or freaking science or cooking or math or like, I don't know, literally whatever it is, biology or what literally anything, freaking law or freaking I don't know, self-help things, just like learning about cinematography, writing, literally anything I could think of, just random stuff. I like learning random information, things like that. I love being nerdy and geeky. Yeah, but like Susan Hayward was fantastic. She was straight up fantastic, and I think Evan Lee Scott was also really good. And I think there was absolutely a lesbian chemistry written in the script and written, just directed in this movie, where you can feel the tension of like, I guess it was based off a true story where this like kind of troubled lady who I think she's a prostitute, like has like basically like she's kind of like one of those like not I don't want to say trashy, but it's like kind of a screw up, kind of like an all over the place kind of ball of ball of a lot of stuff, that who just has basically unfortunate circumstance after unfortunate circumstance, and being thrust into these shitty environments, and abusive addict husband, just difficulty taking care of the baby, she was basically screwed from the get-go, the beginning, and she gets accused of a murder, and gets put on the death penalty. And throughout the film, you get closer and closer to her getting to the death penalty, and in the end of the film, she is actually like killed basically, which I guess is a real life thing, which is sad. But they're giving you all these hints and clues that like she's innocent, but they just keep going along because people only see what they want to see, and they're not like trying to look behind the person, they're not trying to look behind the mask of the person or the circumstance of the person, which is not really their fault for the time period and things like that, but also like that's what we're seeing as the audience from the movie. So it was done excellently well. But that Susan Hayward, Evan Lee Scott, freaking lesbian tension was hot. HOTT, hot to go, baby. Whew. Anyways, and I think that joint saved it for me when I was watching it, because I think it was like a 2-hour movie. But like once that joint turned on, like the last like third of the movie basically, it was like, oh, this is going down for real. Yeah, so shout out to them. I think Robert Wise is a strong director. He's of the Steven Spielberg tree where he's a gatekeeper, you know. He's gonna like do exactly what the script wants and nothing more. You know, I think he added a little bit of his like kind of that Western gritty vibe, or just like that slowness, but not in a Western grit like blood and guts type thing, in a more like just like a more like, it felt like a book where it's just like take your time to really appreciate all of these scenes and these aspects and these details. So shout out to Robert Wise, who directed West Side Story 1961.